Do you know how much data will be generated today? If you're thinking a lot, you're right. 2.5 billion gigabytes. That's the amount of data generated every single day. If this data would be printed on paper, we'd end up with a stack that would be so tall that it would reach all the way to the moon and back. That's a lot of data, and it's growing. It will reach an estimated 10 billion gigabytes per day by 2025. And that can be a good thing. You may have heard that data is the new oil. Just like oil, data is a resource with immense potential. But also, just like oil, raw data isn't valuable in itself, but rather the value is created when it is processed, when it is analyzed and understood in a timely, actionable manner. Companies that do this successfully, the so-called data-driven enterprises, outperform their competitors by better acquiring and retaining customers and increasing profitability. However, very few companies have the capacity to process and use the huge amounts of data they collect. Studies have shown that 9 out of 10 organizations don't currently have the data analytics capabilities to process their data, leaving massive value untapped. Up to 75% of all the collected data is never used. There is simply too much data to handle, and traditional data analytics can't do it. The best solution to this problem is high-performance computing, HPC, where large networks of computers with extremely high computational power are used to process huge amounts of data at very high speed. For the data-driven enterprise, high-performance computing is a game-changing technology. It allows organizations to solve previously impossible data-intensive problems. By using HPC, organizations can significantly improve their productivity, reduce their costs, and create long-term competitive advantages. Today, to outcompute really means to outcompete. Effective data analytics increase revenues. It's for this reason that Fortune 1000 companies in nearly every industry are adopting high-performance computing. And it's not only large enterprises. According to a recent study, 80% of the UK companies are planning to implement at least one HPC application in the next 2 years. HPC adoption pays for itself. In the EU, each euro invested in HPC returned over 800 euros in increased revenue and almost 70 euros in profits. In the US, it was a bit less, but still highly profitable. For each dollar spent on HPC, businesses see over $400 in incremental revenues and $44 in incremental profit. The excellent return on investment are leading to accelerated HPC adoption across all industries, with government agencies, academic institutions, banking and finance, manufacturing and pharma as top adopters and beneficiaries. But it goes beyond that. High-performance computing is used to address otherwise unsolvable problems across virtually all industries. Over the last few years, HPC has boosted scientific discoveries, improved engineering, enhanced manufacturing, assisted with fraud detection, and improved healthcare and national security, playing a vital role towards increasing the quality of human life. It is even used for finding solutions to some of the most difficult problems of our generation, like understanding and addressing the effects of climate change. But of course, if it was that simple, everybody would do it. The problem is, developing and operating high-performance computing applications is complex, costly, and time-consuming. This is especially true for non-tech organizations, which don't have software development expertise and need to recruit, train, and retain expensive enterprise software development and DevOps teams. And this is the problem that we're solving at Stipple. We want to empower organizations across all industries to easily, rapidly, and efficiently create cost-effective, high-performance computing applications to unlock the immense value hidden in their data. Stipple is the first no-code platform for building high-performance computing applications. Stipple provides an end-to-end solution across the 3 key components of HPC applications: a visual no-code application builder, a novel high-performance programming language called Julia, and a robust and scalable high-performance computing cloud infrastructure. The no-code application builder allows non-developers to easily create software using a drag-and-drop user interface, while the on-demand virtually infinitely scalable cloud infrastructure will allow enterprise users to access HPC resources at the click of a button. Finally, for custom integrations where out-of-the-box templates are not enough, the Julia programming language will offer a modern, high-performance coding environment for integrating proprietary software, a common use case in our early market research. Stipple will effectively eliminate the costly enterprise software development and DevOps teams, allowing enterprise users to focus on the core aspects of their business. Our initial product demos have shown strong market validation. We are in advanced discussions to integrate Stipple as the no-code application builder for Puma's AI, an innovative pharma startup providing HPC modeling and simulations to major pharma companies, and Julia Hub, the top HPC cloud provider for Julia, and will be starting the development of an AI-powered fintech platform with Evovest. We also had early discussions for pilot projects with a few other companies in the pharma industry, like Path Bioanalytics. In addition, we've had over 150 beta signups on our webpage, many of which will be converted to paid customers after the MVP will be released. Up to this point, we have focused our development efforts on the core low-code components of our platform, the integration with major HPC cloud providers and development tools. At the moment, we're working on no-code visual application builder. We will need about 1 year from now to release the full set of features, but we will start earning revenue already at the end of Q2 by developing 2 pilot projects, and increase revenue at the end of Q3 with the release of our MVP. High-performance computing is a great business opportunity. The HPC market is growing rapidly and is expected to reach $50 billion by 2025. The enterprise HPC SaaS segment, which is our TAM, will reach $11 billion, while our SAM, the no-code subsegment, will be around $7.5 billion. Our SOM will amount to some $250 million, corresponding to 30% of the Julia HPC SaaS segment, based on Julia's estimated market penetration by 2025. Looking at the competition, the conventional enterprise no-code space is consolidating, and the HPC cloud segment has seen increased interest from major IT companies. We have, however, identified a white space, as no provider offers a dedicated no-code solution for HPC applications. I am Adrian, the founder and CEO of Stipple. I have over 20 years of development experience and over a decade of leading development teams and projects. I am well connected and known in the high-performance programming community as a proficient open-source software contributor, as well as a public speaker and author. I started Stipple 2 years ago as a continuation of my work in the HPC community to help users that are not software developers to create HPC applications fast and effortlessly. To bring our vision to life and release our version 1, we need around 470,000 euros. This amount will cover payroll, infrastructure, and operations, and will allow us to build all the core features of the product, including the proprietary HPC cloud platform and the App Store. At that point, we will become profitable, reaching around 480,000 euros in annual recurring revenue. Invest now and join us on our mission to empower our customers to create the next generation of enterprise applications and unlock the immense value hidden in their data.